What's up YouTube and welcome back to the DIY Beard. My name's Jez and I'm the man behind the beard, and today you might have noticed a little bit of a change of location. We're actually inside my house, so looking very festive so far. The reason we're inside the house today is the garage itself is all upside down just because we're doing some upgrading of some cabinets. We've had some new tools delivered, and obviously, as you've seen from maybe one of the other videos, it's just a little bit nuts in there itself. So filming opportunity inside. Today, however, I've got a bit of an unboxing. So some of you that have got my Facebook and Instagram, you may have known I've been waiting for this parcel for a little bit of time now, and I finally pulled the trigger on a Ruroc helmet. It is what I would classify as my dream helmet. It's the helmet that I've wanted for a long time now, and decided that Santa would treat me, so I purchased it myself. This is not a sponsored video by Ruroc in any way, shape or form. I wish it was. I wish we were at the level where we'd got a sponsor like Ruroc, but we'll get there one day. So outside of the brown shipping box, you are then greeted with what has to be one of the nicest boxes for a helmet I've seen. This lovely sleek design. It is a matte black with Gloss Atlas written on it. Now, the helmet that I have ordered it's the brand new Atlas 2.0, and I've had it in the Raw Carbon. So as you can see, the helmet itself comes in a lovely Ruroc carry case. What else have we got in the box? So a lot of the reviews that I noticed on YouTube are obviously where Ruroc have sent this out to, YouTubers to obviously review, and I feel like there are probably just a few freebies that they'll obviously throw in there, but I want you guys to understand, if you were to order from Ruroc today, exactly what would you be getting in that package. So this here, I will admit what this is this is the GoPro mount, so we'll take a look at that. By the looks of it, I've not ordered an alternative visor, and it feels like there is already a visor on it, so what is this? Now, as far as I was aware, if you wanted, in fact, let's just put you down so you can see what I'm doing. So as far as I'm aware, if you wanted an alternative visor, you had to pay for them. Now, I did purchase this in the Black Friday sale, and I did want a smoked visor, but I didn't really want to pay for it. But I mean, that's a smoked visor. I was not expecting that at all. These, I think, in the Black Friday sale were 20 quid. The helmet itself was, I think it was about 360 quid. So close to Christmas, I didn't really want to pull the trigger on a new visor. But the fact that they sent me one, cheers Ruroc. Like I said, we're not sponsored in any way, shape or form, but it's great that they've been able to give that. And again, comes in a lovely little carry case. Handy to put in your rucksack, etc. when you're out on a ride. So if you need to switch your visor, because the Ruroc helmets, for those of you that haven't seen these before, they've got a very good quick release mechanism for the visors. So it indicates easier if you've got the sun visor where you can just flick it down on the go, but it's also very easy to replace the visor on the helmet itself. So it looks like you also get some cool stickers. I absolutely adore stickers, so we'll find a home for those in the new garage once we get all that set up and running. And then look at that. So that is a little bit of a poster of the helmet that I've ordered in all its glory. That'll definitely be going up in the workshop. And then on what actually looks to be the back is all the instructions. So it tells you how to do the visor, obviously put the helmet on. It's got a little bit about the shockwave, which is Ruroc's version of the Bluetooth system. Not purchased that because obviously we've got the Shiney, which I'll arrange to switch over to this helmet, or I might buy another mounting unit for that Shiney to fit on this helmet. It doesn't come with a pin lock. Pin lock is optional on this helmet. Now, one of the things that I am interested to see on the Ruroc helmet is what they call the FID lock system. So we've all seen the D-rings, we've all seen sort of the clasp where it ratchets together, etc. But this has something called a FID lock system. From what I've seen initially, it is basically like a magnet grip, which Ruroc actually did some really good testing on it. I think in one of their videos, what they did was they lifted a motorbike up on a forklift using this locking system, and it picked the entire bike up from the helmet, which obviously is really, really secure. And I believe to get it off, it's quite quick and easy. And obviously, as you can see, we've got the beard on the go here. So I've used D-locks before, and you get your beard caught in it and all stuff like that. So we'll see how this FID lock system works. But that's the helmet. I'll give you a bit of a close up towards the end of the video. But wow, that is that's beautiful. I don't know if you can catch the weave there. The lighting obviously isn't the greatest in here, but yeah, you can just see every inch of the weave, and the way that they've laid that out, you can see the seam down the middle, but it's absolutely beautiful. The visor, so this is the quick release mechanism that I was referring to. By the looks of it, what you do is you twist both of these. This section here comes away, and that fits onto the new visor, and then you simply just click it on, twist those back up. And the Atlas 1.0, you needed a tool to do that. Atlas have taken away, I mean, they're basically a snowboarding helmet manufacturer. They've moved into the automotive world. The first helmet is obviously always going to have a few niggles. No doubt this one will, so we'll do a long-term review after we've been out on a few rides, hopefully when summer starts to come with the better riding weather, etc. And we'll let you know how we've gone on with that over a period of time. But I know a lot of work has gone into the visor in terms of progressing that for the 2.0. This is the clear visor, so it does come with a locking mechanism on here. It is really stiff, which is nice. It's got a lovely little tab there. Some of the helmets that I've had in the past, so I've had a Givy and I've also had the AGV. The tabs are really small, so trying to find that with your gloves sometimes, especially if you've got your winter gloves on, you tend to sit there going across the helmet like this. Having a really good sturdy tab on the visor will work for me no end. And again, it's got that lovely, you can just hear it there. It's got 3 clicks, 3 settings where you can put that. Inside, so this is a brilliant feature. So hopefully we'll never get into the situation where we're getting into an accident. But what Ruroc have done is they've got these emergency tabs here. You pull those and it basically pulls the cheek panel out, and what that allows the helmet to do is to become a lot looser, obviously, that if you do get unfortunately into a bit of a tumble, or you need to take the helmet off as a matter of emergency without them needing to cut that off or avoid any further damage to your neck, etc. If you've had a bit of a bad crash, the emergency services can pull those, and it allows the helmet be a lot looser, should I say, so that you can get that off. From an aesthetics point of view, you've got these vents here. I don't know how, from a functionality point of view, these work. Obviously, this is the first time I've really had a good look at the helmet. But you've got this, like I said, you've got this matte carbon fibre finish here, and then you've got this matte black section across the tail scoop with the vents at the back, the vents at the front, and then the vents down the side, and it just looks mean, you know. So let's shut the helmet up and let's have a look at, and I'll bring you guys in for a closer look if I can. So we use Littland's high chair just for a little bit of a mount. But basically this is the Fidlock system, and as you see, basically it's just got a small tab there. Pull it, the helmet is open. I mean, how easy is that? You know, you haven't got to sit there faffing with pulling it out. And I don't really think of, you know, a D-ring system as a bit of a faff, but, you know, this is a lot easier to clip it in. This can be very hard one-handed, but basically it's a magnet clip like that. It's clipped in. The helmet is secure. Put that between my knees, give it a bit of a tug. That sounds worse than I thought it would. But yeah, you can see there, it's very, very secure. And then you've got this lovely chin curtain anyway. I mean, I come with my own built-in chin curtain, but it is also nice to get one of those on the helmet as well. It does look very sturdy as well. I had one of those on the AGV. That unfortunately went flying off one summer afternoon. And the one on the Givey's just come loose on one side after a period of time, so that meant that's kind of outshot, and I end up finding it dangles when it comes round. Not really the reason I grew the beard, but the beard does give me that lovely beard, you know, a little bit of a curtain underneath the chin, keeps my face a bit warmer out when I'm riding. Let's have a look at the camera mount. Looks like a confetti box. Nice packaging though, like I said. Here you've got that matte black with the Ruroc symbol on there. Okay, so instruction manual tells you how to fit it, although it should be very self-explanatory. Standard GoPro fitting. The only thing it doesn't come with, which looks to be a bit annoying, is any hardware. So, you know, like a little screw or bolt. Yeah, I've got them lying about. You know, you end up picking them up ideally when you've got a GoPro and you start mounting it to your helmet. However, it would have been nice for them to include, you know, whether they could have got a little Ruroc symbol, a little R on the top of that. Yeah, that would have been nice. So Ruroc, if you do end up watching this, hopefully you do, you know, maybe that's something for you to look at. But that's pretty much the shape, if you can see that. So you can see it's very much tapered. Try not to drop to the front of the helmet. I mean, look how that fits. Yeah, you're gonna cover up that vent, but I think you're gonna do that anyway, aren't you, when you're trying to mount it to the front. You know, the argument is there that, yeah, you can have it mounted to the side, but you get such a huge field of vision with this visor. I'm obviously going to have the centre on one side, and what I don't want is I don't want to feel like, I've already got big ears and Dumbo ears anyway, I don't want to feel like that while I'm wearing the helmet. You know, the camera one side, centre the other, wind drag, etc. I definitely don't want to look like some sort of what they call Teletubby, where I've got, that looks really wrong, apologies, but where the GoPro's sat on top. I like it in the front, you get to see the clocks if I look down. Please don't look at the speed if I ever do that. You get a full field of view in front of you as to what I'm filming, etc. So having it at the front is, you know, a great idea really. How it'll work with the vent, it'll obviously be a real shame to mount this on there, but it's very subtle, and to be fair, you can kind of mirror it towards the bottom so that it keeps most of that vent open, etc. So like I said, very subtle really for how that looks. Just a shame it doesn't come with any real matching hardware, but I suppose each to their own. It's the first time I've seen, I mean, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but this is the first time that I've ever seen a helmet manufacturer come with and be able to supply a mount. Now, it is a bit of plastic. It was 10 quid, and that's in the sale. Not sure as to what the prices would be if I brought that outside of the sale, but I know this is going to fit the helmet. I've got no faffing. I'm not going to have to make my own little additional mount. I'm not going to have to sit there playing around the helmet as to where's the best fit, etc. I can get this exactly where it's meant to be. So yeah, it can be a little bit of expense, but I think it's worth it long term. And hopefully for you guys, when we start vlogging in this helmet, etc., it matters to you really. Like I said, I will do a bit of an in-depth review. Most of the reviews that I've managed to find only show videos where, you know, people have ridden it and used it for a couple of weeks, etc. I think to truly make a full review, you need to have this for a period of time and feedback on everything that you find. You know, after wearing it for a few hours, you're going to fairly quickly find what works and what doesn't, but you know, it's the long term saying. So, you know, like with the Givey, it was full face, it was full flip, so you know, it was great on the fly for lifting up, getting some real air to your face, etc. However, you know, quite quickly you got a lot of wind noise. The major long-term test was it was quite a heavy helmet, so after a few hours of riding or using that over a period of a week, etc., you really found that there was a pain in the neck, you know, as it should be. We'll obviously see what that looks like going forward. But yeah, that's just a quick video, guys. Well, I'll say quick video, it's probably about 20 minutes long about now. I will give a further update on it, and I'll leave you with some cinematics as I close this intro. If you haven't already done so, like I said, please do go and hit the subscribe button and that bell notification. It really does help the channel out. And get involved in the comments. Please tell me if you are a Ruroc helmet fan, what you've got. Have you got the Impaler? Have you got the Toxin? You know, have you got the Fiat? Which helmet is your favourite? Do you like this? Leave me some feedback below, guys. Other than that, catch you again. Bye now.